Hello everybody, this is Joe with Butler Family Adventures, and today we are on a very easy adventure, a little day hike at Bear Lake Recreation Area in the Blackwater River State Forest in Northwest Florida. I decided to leave work today and come over here to do a little bit of a hike, and so I'm going to bring you along with me. I hope you enjoy the scenery. I hope you learn a little bit of something about what we've got going on here in Northwest Florida. We've got a lot more than just the tourist destinations, and I'm glad that you decided to come join us today. All right, let's go have some fun. All right, so we've made it over to the Bear Lake Loop Trail. This is a 4-mile trail that goes around the Bear Lake Recreation Area, the lake that's here. And it's just in this slash pine forest, part of Blackwater River State Forest. It's a nice little trail. It's not too much elevation change. You do get a little view of, the flora in this area. You can possibly run into, believe it or not, bears or deer in this area. But obviously, for the most part, you're just going to enjoy some solitude out in the forest. So come along with me as we go on this adventure. As you can see, the trail is marked with these white blazes on the trees, so you know where you're going, although you can tell that this is a very easy trail to follow. It is marked just for foot traffic as well, so you don't have to worry about ATVs or anything else like that out here. Every once in a while you get some views of the lake. You can kind of see that through the trees here. You'll have a much better view a little bit later on as we continue, but definitely peaceful. You can see that this particular area of the forest is not too overgrown. Sometimes they do some prescribed burns here. Last time I was here, they had done a prescribed burn, and the forest floor was primarily burned away. Helps to make these pine trees a little bit more safe in the area, help them not have a major forest fire if they can burn down the lower stuff. But yeah, it's nice. And just being out here, as you can probably tell, it's just very quiet outside of me talking, but it's definitely a nice area in Northwest Florida. We don't really have too many opportunities for hiking in this area, but they do give us this opportunity here with this trail to do that, and take advantage of it while I can. I can't get up to the mountains up in Georgia or North Carolina or Tennessee as often as I'd like, so I get my hiking fix by coming here every once in a while, doing some other trails around my house, and just being outside, just enjoying what there is to see. So, enjoying the hike so far. Again, like I said, it's very quiet. This trail doesn't get too much action when the entire trail, or at least parts of it, is covered in grass. It's definitely not beat down. Now, granted, it's early in the year, but, there have been people out here already. The campground stays pretty popular. But it's definitely nice. There's little lookouts like this. Let you get a little bit closer to the lake, have a view. Typical Florida, cypress trees growing in the water. One of the neat things is you get to see some pretty amazing species in this area. For instance, just down in these lower areas, we have pitcher plants. Pitcher plants are carnivorous plants that eat, pretty much any insect that happens to be unwise enough to find its way into the little pitcher-like stem that's on the plant. And basically the plant dissolves those insects into a liquid that they can eat. And it's kind of one of those neat things that's just out here in the forest and part of our ecosystem, part of this Blackwater River State Forest ecosystem. And it's just, again, I spend a lot of time hiking in the mountains, and I love those forests there. I love to be up high in elevation. I love the views that you're afforded, but there is tremendous beauty to be found in this area. And most people tend to come to our area for the beaches, and while they are unbelievably beautiful, there's a lot of other wilderness areas in Northwest Florida that a lot of people just don't think about. And this is one of those areas. So if you're in this area, you'll have to give it a try. I think that you would really enjoy hiking and spending time in the part of Florida that most people just don't take the time to see. So this is one of my favorite parts of the hike here. It's really quiet, but what's neat about it is you've got all these cypress trees growing in here, and it's nice because you can just come over here, you can have a look. It's super dark right now because the sun's kind of getting behind the trees, but yeah, it's just peaceful. I've come out here before with a book, and you can sit on that bench and enjoy your time. But it's also just a little on the back of the lake to get away from everybody else, and just enjoy a different look at Florida. So here's a good example. Some of those prescribed burns they've done in this area. You can see the pine trees are charred, probably a good 15 feet up their trunks. This area has already, just in that amount of time, all the greenery on the forest floor has already grown back. It happens quick. But these pine trees need that. They need the forest floor to be clear so that this forest will be healthy. And it's just one of the things that the Forest Service does here in Florida and throughout the state parks and state recreation areas and forests here in Florida. They make the areas, continue to look nice for guests, continue to support the wildlife that are going to make people want to come here. And it's just beautiful. Again, I know I keep saying that, but the environment, and it doesn't hurt that today is May 14th, 2021, And the temperature here in Florida would normally be probably mid to upper 80s, maybe even pushing 90 if we're having a warm front. But today it is only about 75 degrees as the high. Woke up this morning and it was in the low 50s, so we're having just a little bit of a cool snap, which is nice. I'll take it because we've got plenty of heat coming every single summer. But when you got weather like that in Florida, you got to get out. You got to take advantage of the nature that's around. And as I mentioned earlier, the beaches are beautiful. Living here on the Emerald Coast, I mean, I may be partial, but we've got the most beautiful beaches in the whole state of Florida, if not the world. But as much as I like to sit out there in a chair and have a book and read and get in the water and play in the waves, I also love to get out here, enjoy the more quiet side of Florida. And no offense to the tourists, I know they want to come here. I live in a place where everybody wants to vacation, but it's nice to get away from them for a little while and come and enjoy the peace and quiet. So the trail is just shy of 4 miles, right at 4 miles, and it empties out down here by where the tent camping is. Now they have a lot of sites here. You could choose to do non-electric, and I believe they charge $15 a night for that. Or you can do an electric site, electric hookups for RVs and those things, and they charge $25 a night. I think maybe that might be just a tad too high for just a state forest, but you know, it is a very well maintained facility. Even the tent sites are very quiet. They're up underneath all these pine trees. There's some grass, so it's a very good spot for you to set up your tent. It's very comfortable. When you end up coming out of the trail, you'll end up coming, like I said, just into the parking lot here, at the very end of the drive to come in, and you can see some of the tent sites. Again, they're very Spartan. You've got a picnic table, you've got a fire ring, and you've got a place to set up your tent. But some of these sites are super nice. I mean, the breeze coming off the lake here that happens to be blowing towards me right now. Man, if you had your tent set up here and it wasn't too cold, if it was summertime, it would just feel outstanding, even tent camping. So anybody interested in coming here, you know, the tent camping sites are just kind of down here at the end. And there's a few people that are set up down here. Not too many. Most of the people come here with their RVs. There is a shower facility and bathrooms just up the hill right there. There is a boat ramp. Now, the boats are allowed to be out here, but you are not allowed to have gas-powered motors. All you're allowed to have is trolling motors, or you can paddle your boat if you want to. I've seen a couple kayaks out today, just paddling. I've seen some canoes with trolling motors, and you can put those boats in. They do have a fish cleaning area. They do have this boat ramp that's very easy to back into. It drops off pretty quickly. So this lake is stocked with primarily largemouth bass. They do have bluegill in here, several different species of those, and then do have crappie in this lake, although not very many. But yeah, it's definitely nice. I have fished here only one time. I don't really know too much about the spots in this lake to fish at. If they require live bait or artificial lures. I prefer to fish with artificial lures, so maybe that's just not having very good luck with that. But yeah, they've got a little dock down here that you can go out and fish on. Now there is a day use fee. It's fairly cheap. It's only $2 per person. You can come out here and picnic, and you know, again, bring a kayak, paddle around, bring some chairs, sit in the shade, read, and just enjoy a really nice day. Right now it's about 4:45 in the evening, and I just did that trail in about an hour and 15 minutes. So it's not very difficult to do, and I literally only passed 2 people the whole time I was out there. So if, again, you want solitude, Bear Lake, Northwest Florida, in Santa Rosa County, off of Highway 4. Seems kind of like it's out in the middle of nowhere, but again, I suppose that's a good thing if you want to get away from the tourist destinations in Northwest Florida. All right, well, I think we're going to go ahead and call it an end here to this video. I hope that you enjoyed coming along with me. I'm glad that I was able to bring you on this trip to kind of see a little bit of what my area has to offer. Again, you know, this channel is all about just getting out and having different types of adventures. And, you know, my family and I, we love to do everything. It doesn't matter what it is, just as long as we're hanging out together as a family. I did this little hike today, actually after work today. I'm an elementary school teacher, so after school was out and after I dismissed my kids, it's only about I don't know, maybe 15-minute drive from the school that I work at. And so drove down here and did this hike after work today. So, and this won't be the only type of thing we do. My family loves to take vacations, go on trips to Disney. We'll be doing a lot of vlogs from there. So, you know, if this is your first time joining me, I really encourage you to, you know, tell other people about the channel, Butler Family Adventures. Subscribe if you get an opportunity to, and you know, make some comments. Tell me if there's any place that you would like to see us go, and we'll definitely try to get there and vlog it for you and show you what fun things there are to do together as a family. Thanks again for joining us.